Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. So I thought let me do a stream in a region I don't give much love to. So we're going to do sort of Korea, Japan. We are sat here at RKSS, which is Gimpo International in Korea. And we are going to fly over to Narita and hopefully get a nice sunrise coming in as well. So Narita in Japan, of course, and we are sat here in the A320 Neo in the Korean colors. So let's have a look at our flight plan quickly. Over on little nav map, there we are, and there's the route in the chat as well. So our flight plan today takes us east over the Korean peninsula. Well, a lot of ships in the harbor there, and then across the pond and into Japan and into Narita airport. All right, so we are parked up at, let's have a look here, we are parked up at ramp 18, and we will do a pre-planned pushback and then get things underway. All right, so let's jump into the cockpit. So there we are. So let's power on the fly pad. There we are. Okay, let's pull in some our sim brief plan. There we go. Our fuel today is, what is our fuel today? Our fuel today is 7,500. Let's do that. 7,500. Here we go. And we can start to power up the aircraft as well. There, and external power on. Let's get a bit of integration there, and cabin lights so we can see stuff. All right, and 2 and 3, there we go. All right, let's brighten this up a bit. There we go. All right, so let us do our pre-planned pushback first. So let's pop on outside. So we are going to, what are we going to do here? We are going to pre-plan our pushback to face that way. Our runway is down that way, so let us do a pre-planned pushback. So there we go. Okay, so let's have a look. Where we're going. So there we are. Let's adjust that so we are right on the money here. There we are, right on the money. Boom. That's it. That's our pre-planned pushback. That's done. Actually, while we're at it, let's pull the jetway and get powering. And there we go. All right. Get that ground traffic going. Okay. So let's bring in our flight plan. Here we go. So ATSU, AOC menu, initialization. There we go. Request our details there. Okay, good. Our fuel is already on board. Weight and balance. Let's pull in that information and start boarding. There we go. All right, initialization. Let's bring in the flight plan here. So we are MSFS. Hey, how are you? Good morning, bonjour. Ça va? Flight level is 390, but we have a constraint which is 9,000, I believe. So let's have a look. So let's set our first constraint to 9,000. There we are, and then we will carry on the climb over that way. QNH today is 1013. Perfect. Okay, good. That's a bit bright, isn't it? There we go. And drop that a little bit. There we go. All right. The flight plan done. We'll wait for the boarding to complete, then we can redo our zero fuel weight. Updated windows. Updating what? To 11 or what? Okay, departure is on 14 left. And we are going EGOB 1 uniform. There we are. All right. Insert. And then we can do our arrival while we're at it. So we're on 34 left. 34 left. Let me just check those procedures. Have a look at those procedures. 34 left. We are on Swamp, I think. Yep, on Swamp. So Swamp. So 34 left. And boarding is completed, as you heard. And we're on Swamp. And our transition is Elgar. Via is Elgar. There we are. Insert. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see the final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Here we are. Okay. Let's carry on. Have a look what we got here. Anything that we have to worry about? Nope, we're okay. There we go. Let's just go through the flight plan. I want to make sure it's correct. So, Taboo, Taurus, Bisky, Bixie, Kilo Alpha Echo, Kilo, Alpha, Echo, Nome, Busco. There was one missing, I saw. Tabet, Andol, Kamsa, correct so far. Igobi, Katam, GTC, Biket, Actil, Sasa, SKS, NTAC is the next one. And Gurit, Swamp, Vixen there. It looks alright. Good. Let's quickly just have a look at the plan in the route and step that up. I want to see the approach. I'm not so worried about the departure. Yep. Oh, looks nice, looks nice. Perfect approach. There we go. Okay, flight plan. There we go. All right. So let's just brighten this up. There we are. There we are. Constraints on. Okay. So as I say, we got first constraint on departure is 9,000 feet. Okay, let's carry on down here. So we can go to initialization, weight and balance. There we go. Block fuel was 7.5, 7.5. There we go. And our CG today is 24.8. Oh, we're really cutting that close, aren't we? Oh no, that's our alternate. So CG is 24.8. Let's sort that out. So 24.8 around there. Good. Can switch that on, switch that on. Let's do an integrated panel here. And the sun is coming up. Here we are. Okay. Performance. Flaps 1. 52. V1. V rotate. And V2. There we go. Transition is 14,000. It should be 14,000. Correct. There we are. We are done. Initialization done. Performance done. Flight plan is done. Okay, okay, and okay. All right. Let's pop on everything now and let's get the APU on. Flaps open. There we go. And start. Seatbelts on. And there we go. Fuel pump. Go. All right, we can get rid of the jetway. There we go. Jetway's going. And doors are closed. Doors are closed. Yep. Okay, good. APU is available. APU can come on. There we go. APU bleed is on. Let's get rid of the power truck. There we go. Power truck is leaving. Okay. All good. Let's do our pushback. Let's just check everything else down here is good. All right, we can get rid of that. And we can start our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Here we go. Hey, Solo Hook, mate. How are you? You all right? So we're just pushing back now. There we go. We've done the pre-planned pushback. And any minute now.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking
Here we
brake
go.
set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
There we go. So pushback is all taken care of. Don't have to worry about anything. Let's start engine 2. And we can start engine 1. Here we go. Let's arm the spoilers while we're here. There we go. And let's set that to our flight plan. There we go. Pushback is happening. There we go, pushback, perfect. All right. Oh, almost on the yellow.
Please set your parking brake.
Parking brakes are set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
There we go. We can go flaps.
Startup
1.
is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
There we go.
Position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Flaps coming down. Pushback is leaving. Okay, so let's see our taxi. Go straight down. Okay, perfect. So let's set up our taxi. Engines are available. We can switch off our APU. There we go. Engine mode selected to normal. And taxi lights on, runway lights on. And we can taxi. Release parking brake. Start taxi. Here we go. Not such a long taxi. Meantime, let's check. Takeoff config is good, and cabin. There we go. There we go. Around here, straight to the end, and then we'll be ready for takeoff. Let's pop on some head tracking, why not? Here we are. Here we go. Oh, the sun is up. So we'll hold short at the runway entry, put on some landing lights and our TCAS. And we leave our SID at 9,000 feet. We are. Go down for that turn. Here we go. Quiet up here, there's no nameplates anywhere. Okay, let's hold short here and landing lights are on. There we go, take off and TCAS.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Here we go. Flaps 1, everything is set, and we are good to go. Okay, let's do that. Here we go, center line between my legs. There we are. Alrighty. Okay. Let's leave. And flex. Here we go. 80 knots. And rotate. Oh, already nice. There we go. Gear up. Flaps up. And there's Seoul. Little bit of bank here. There we go. Leave a climb. Let's just fly a little bit. The heading over there. And autopilot, come on. There we go. Thank you. Painless departure, mate. Painless. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Check that out. That looks gorgeous, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, seriously, yeah, exactly. There's nothing. I mean, every day you fly this thing, there is something that messes with your head, eh? Look at that. Okay, spoilers. Disarm. We didn't need those, did we? There we go. Look at that, man. Beautiful, beautiful. That's gorgeous. What do the passengers see? That's what they see. Very, very nice. Look at that. Looks real good. And this is live weather. There's the sun just under the nacelle over there. Really, really nice. The weather is just beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Wait, Fabian, man. Hey, how's it? How's it? Thank you for the raid, dude. You just got me on departure from Korea, from Seoul, Gimpo International, and yeah, this is live weather. And look at that. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I love it a lot. Whoa, who's following? Hold on a second here. Boo woo, thank you so much for the follow. Who else? Stug, mate. How are you? Stug. Wow. Stug, boo woo. Matty G. Hey man, how's it? Yeah, I was watching Fabian's stream as well. And yeah, just decided I want to do a little flight as well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. So we are flying to Narita in Japan. Just left Seoul. There's the sun coming up there. We're at 9,000 feet. Just waiting to leave our SID at the next waypoint, and then I'll continue my climb to 39,000 feet. So this is the lovely landscape, the lovely scenery of Korea. And this is live weather. So apparently this is what it looks like in Korea right now. Apart from its sunrise here. But I'm thinking the weather's correct because there's no historical data for weather in Microsoft Flight Sim, I don't think. Whoa, Nismo, that's an interesting yoga position, isn't it? Oh, picking up a bit of turbulence. Right. Let's start our climb to 39,000 feet. $39,000 Let's do this. Nearly there, 4 nautical miles, and then we will start. This is our little nav map flight plan today. Straightforward, no biggie. Yeah. Okay, let's pop up to 39,000 feet. There we go. Everything else here is all right. 3 a.m. Where are you? What's 3 a.m.? Where's 3 a.m.? 3 a.m. So you're in the US somewhere, in Canada, are you? Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Calgary. Wow, I've got some friends from Calgary. Apparently it's yeah, good skiing there when it's available. Okay, we've started our climb to 39,000 feet. We have a transition of 14,000 feet. Missouri. Awesome, man. Stug, I mean, I've run into you so many times on Fabian's stream and some and Arctic stream as well, I think. Yeah. Indiana. Wow. I used to work in Plainfield, Indiana. Yeah, for a company called Ingram Micro, which used to be Brightpoint. Yeah, in telecom. My co-workers got trained there. Ah, okay. Okay, we broke through the clouds. Look at that. Oh. See, that's the thing with Microsoft Flight Sim, you know? I mean, I do fly P3D now and then, but Microsoft Flight Sim, you fly. Every time you fly, there is something that just knocks your head all over the place with the eye candy that it provides, you know what I mean? I mean, look at the cloud cover. You know, this is what the passengers see. Just so nice. Pop on some of the head tracking. And look at that. I mean, that is awesome. We're all set up the top there. Yep. Okay, transition. Standard pressure. Standard pressure. And there we are. Popping through the clouds. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I mean, you know, come on, P3D can't do this, eh? P3D can't do this. Yeah. And there is the sun, mate. Over Japan. You do IT for a sub-company of Ingram Micro. Wow. I was part of Ingram Micro's mobility team. But I don't think they own the mobility team anymore. I left before they sold it. So I was in Indiana, and then I worked for the entity in Dubai. So Ingram Micro Middle East in Dubai as well. Was there for about 10 years at Ingram Micro. 8 years. Big old facility in Plainfield, Indiana. Come on, man. Anyone who hasn't clicked follow, I got one follower to 80. One follower to 80. And that's my goal for this session. So if you like what you see, click follow, mate. Click it, click it, click it. One follower. That's all I'm asking for. Here we go. Deployments. Who's that? Who's that? Twumbil. Twumbilil. Hey man, thanks. Brilliant. That got me to 80. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Nismo. Seriously, I only needed 80. I only needed 80, but thank you very much. Next goal, 5,000 followers. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get there eventually. But yeah. Let's check out a bit of drone camera as well. Let's get a nice view of that drone camera. There we are. There we go. Look at that beauty. Nice livery. Korean Air. I've flown there on that airline for a couple of times as well. Into Seoul. Doing some work for Korean Telecom. Let's see, what do they look like there? Oopa. All right, there's the sun peeking up above the clouds. Are we still over land? Let's see. Yep, we're still over land. And just coming up to the coastline of Korea. Korean Telecom, yeah, they're all right. I mean, they're extremely advanced, Korean Telecom. I mean, way ahead of anything I've seen before. But I've been in mobile telecom for about a good 20 years plus. I'm more focused on I work on embedded microprocessors, so things like your SIM cards. I write operating systems for SIM cards and banking cards. So that's what I do. Yeah. it's mad over in Korea. I mean, yeah. I mean, just all the youth. I mean, the tech they are using, it's incredible. What made me get into IT? Wow. I didn't start in IT. I'm actually qualified as an aeronautical engineer. Yeah. I studied aeronautics and worked for about 6 months with British Airways and decided I hated it. The actual working for British Airways. Then joined a very small company in the UK called Vodafone. Then Vodafone decided to buy a bunch of licenses abroad. And I went out with Vodafone and started building networks. That's how I got into, I guess, the IT side of it, because mobile networks are very much IT based. So telecom all the way, basically. Now telecom and banking, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, I did a few months at British Airways on engines, on the specifically the RB211 on the 747, and it just didn't do it for me, And then Vodafone was being created, and I had a few mates who moved over to Vodafone, so I got a job at Vodafone, and I think it was 60 people or something at Vodafone at that time. Yeah, and then they started buying licenses, telecom licenses abroad, and I became part of that team. So, yeah. Mate, I mean, building a mobile network involves a lot of IT. So, we were building the switches, we were building the base stations. So that's what I was doing. Oh man, TWA. Yeah, for sure, mate. RIP TWA. 100%. And Pan American as well. Wow. 2 airlines I knew very well growing up. Yeah, so building switches, for Ericsson and Siemens involves a lot of IT. And base stations for Motorola. I also worked for Motorola at one point in Champaign, Illinois. But that was on the handset side. Yeah. You did IT support for an aerospace company that overhauled Pratt & Whitney engines. Oh, okay, cool. Kenya. To set up new laptop IP phones, network switches. Oh, wow. Kenya. What was that? Nairobi? Mombasa? Nairobi. Okay. Yeah. Not a very nice airport in Nairobi, I'll give it that. Yeah, I used to go via Kenya onto Tanzania as well. So I did a lot of work. I've done a lot of work in many countries around the world for telecoms over my long career. So done Iraq as well during the war. Had to go and build a network in Iraq during the war. Yeah, that was fun. So let's have a look at the situation. So we're over the water now, and we're heading towards Japan that way. And once we hit Japan, we will basically go right across the mainland, turn right, and drop down towards Narita. It was light, but they tried taking $100 to enter the country. Yeah. It was, yeah, there's a lot of corruption in that part of the world, unfortunately. But yeah, you just have to stand your ground and know the rules, mate. You know, when they see, when they see a US passport, or they see a British passport, or any passport that's got value, they think we can afford everything, I mean, okay, the company's paying for it, but you got to be, whilst you're employed by a company, you got to be loyal to that company and try and make sure you don't get ripped off doing, while you're traveling. I myself am a recent computer engineer 2021. Passionate, okay. Are you a coder as well? So that's what I do. My main focus today is coding. So I code using Java card for embedded chip on plastic. So your SIM card chip and your banking chip. That's what I work on today. That's what I do. Basically making sure the algorithms are still working so you don't get any fraud, We try our best to eliminate the fraud, but yeah, we've always got to be one step ahead. Yeah, come on, Stug. I mean, mate, we're all flight simmers, so, flight sims are very system based. So I would expect a lot of us would have that sort of interest, Mate, 6 degrees of separation. That's how far we are all apart. I'm sure I know 5 people that will know you, Stug, personally. Well, I know one already. Yeah? I mean, that's the way it works. That's the way the world works. So we are at, what are we at? We are at 37,000 feet for 390. Did they clean up the top? Oh, I didn't clean up the top. Oh, silly me, so busy. There we go, I've cleaned up the top. Your passengers can start walking around. There we go. Yeah, aviation is a small world. Yeah, along that way I did manage to get my PPL as well. So I have flown I'm single engine piston, single engine piston in a Cessna 152, but I haven't flown for like 12 years, so yeah, a bit out of date now, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. And now I'm flying the Kodiak. Mate, the Kodiak's my favorite plane in this sim. I would guess my Kodiak and my Pipers. They are about my favorite planes right now. I am so looking forward to the 737 when that comes out, because that's my favorite plane in P3D. 737 followed by the 777. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to invest in the Phoenix though. Don't know. What I've seen of it so far though, it looks bloody awesome. I don't know. Let's see. Wow, it's really overcast here. Am I supposed to be flying through some weather like that? Let's have a look. Update, come on. There are. Oh, there's no weather there. Oh, is live weather broken again? Did I switch it off and on again? What do you reckon? Switch it off and on again? Live weather? Cat Australia, how are you, mate? Isn't that the typical IT solution? Switch it off and on again. Okay, that's it. I'm going to switch it off and on again. Here we go. Live weather. Switch it off. Yeah, and then switch it on again. There we go. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in,
Okay, that didn't seem to do anything.
Your feet now goes clear from the aisle as the flight is
So it must be overcast like that.
Galley cart shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating with the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, I keep wearing one of those t-shirts. Yes, I'm a computer engineer. No, I won't give you any support. When my family constantly call me up. Do you know how to fix this? Do you know how to fix this? And the short answer is Google it. How's my company this week? Yeah, it's picking up. We are doing some work with Google at the moment on our eSIM product. And we have a press release coming out on the product later on this month. Because we have our eSIM is quite advanced. So yeah, it's getting there. You know, we just got to keep chasing those POs, you know. That's right. Google it, mate. Google it. Yeah. And then, of course, when people hear that I'm in the SIM card business or the banking business, oh, can you give me a SIM card that does free calls? I mean, really? Yeah, or a credit card where I have unlimited access. You know, I mean, come on, grow up. That's right, mate. We would be. We'd all be millionaires. We would be millionaires. I mean, here's a story, okay? This is a story where money doesn't give you brains at all, okay? I used to do work for a mobile operator in a particular country, and one of the customers was the prime minister of that country. And I was the head of technical support. I was the national engineering manager for that company. And the prime minister's mother, and I'm going back a few years, this was back in the day, remember the old Motorola 8500? So the Motorola brick phone with that long stubby antenna. Yeah, that's it, with the antenna. So I went to visit the prime minister's mother, and she says, when I bought the phone, the first day I could use it, and ever since then I haven't been able to switch it on. So I said, are you charging the phone? She said, yeah. I said, where's the phone now? She said, it's in the charger over there. And I said, okay. So I went over to the charger, and there was no power cord plugged into the charger. The charger power plug was on the other side of the room. And I said, you do know you got to connect the plug to the charger? And she said, what? I thought it would just charge if I put it into the charger and have the charger plugged in the wall. Yeah, and this is, not very clever people at all. And they run a country. Yeah, she thought it was wireless charging. There was no wireless charging in the and this is in the 90s. There was no wireless charging. Shit, I remember when internet first came in. Internet. Well, I remember the first time I saw the internet. Yeah, a bloke rolled in a desktop machine into one of our switch installation sites and switched it, plugged it in, switched it on. Everyone gathered round and he switched it on, and there was a green screen. No, there was a green screen with a flashing cursor. And we all went, "What's that then?" And he goes, "That is the internet." And I said, "So what's that do?" Yeah, he goes, "You can find anything you want on the internet." And then he said, I said, "Show us." And so he showed us, and he booted up a browser or a search engine called Web Crawler. Yeah, all of you will remember Web Crawler, I'm sure. It was the first search engine that I ever used was Web Crawler. Netscape, Alta Vista, yeah, mate. What's that with Cyan? When there's people that put a whole ream of paper in the printer, wrapping and all, yep, for sure. Yeah, there are some, you know, it's the usual one, right? Where's any key? Yeah, they get the message that say, "Press any key." Where's any key? Yep. And back in the day, remember when if you applied for a job, they would ask you, "How many words can you type a minute?" I mean, seriously? That was a qualification. How many words can you type a minute? We had so many problems with people not removing the strip. Yep, seen that. Yeah, a lot of people in big offices aren't very clever at all. Yeah, I've got this, I've got a printer now that, I mean, okay, I just I have an ink cartridge that I just fill up with ink, so I'll never get that problem. Yeah, maybe they are looking for people who can type slowly. Exactly. I mean, I remember they literally used to have, entrance examinations for people where you actually had to type and meet a limit, a low limit entry level in order to get that job. I mean, it's ridiculous. Surely the MS devs are going to stop messing with us soon, right? I don't know. How many of you run Windows 11? And are you seeing the sim running a lot better in Windows 11 than it was in Windows 10? Or is it just because it's a fresh install of Windows 11? And also, just, I saw some news today that AMD has finally announced that there is a stuttering issue with their chipset. So I run AMD, unfortunately. So, yeah, I guess going to have to wait for the fix that AMD is going to release for their BIOS, I guess. But yeah, let's see what happens with AMD. Tempted to try Windows 11, but you know what? I was thinking about it this morning, but I'm like you. I'd have to reinstall so much shit. I mean, so much. I just can't. I can't. It would take me about 2 weekends to do it. It's just not my flight sim stuff. It's all my company stuff as well. Okay, I have a lot of it on a server, but all my coding tools and all of that. I don't like to do an upgrade. I like to do a clean, fresh install. That's what I like to do. I mean, I have all my mods on a single, over 2 SSDs, and they're all linked in with MFS add-ons linker. So that's pure data. So I'm not so worried about those the add-ons, because they will stay there. You know, it's just really your C drive, and everything, you know, in your program files, and then maybe your documents folder, which I point to another drive as well. So, you know, just doing all that general housekeeping, you know, it's yeah. MSFS add-ons linker, mate. That's the route you want to go. I love it. I can't live without it. So where are we? We are, let's have a look where we are. We are across the water, and we are heading towards the VOR GTC. So let's pop that in while we're here. So let's go in here, GTC. And there we are, and we should pick that up when we get closer to the VOR. GTC gives us, the GTC has a range of 130 nautical miles, so we'll pick it up then. So how many of you stream? I know Captain Australia streams. I think Stug, you stream, don't you? Yeah, I'm sure I've come across your streams. I'm sure. Yeah, Fabian, I know. Fabian is a prolific streamer. Yeah. I mean, I was saying in his chat earlier, I mean, it's sad that we all know where everyone is going to be at 7 o'clock UK time. Everyone's tuned into Fabian. Which is okay. I wonder if I give a shout out to Stug TV, does it know what he did last time? Let's have a look. The shout out, Stug TV. There you go. It does. You last played Microsoft Flight Sim. Does streaming to my girlfriend on Discord count? Depends what you're streaming, mate. So we've left that overcast area behind us. Oh yeah, so it was a bit overcast, eh? There's the old sun coming up. I wonder where we won't fly over. What's the Mount Fuji? Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe we will see the peak of it. I don't know. But yeah. So who's going to buy the PMDG 737 when it comes out? Or are you going to wait for the first update? First day, first buy. First day buy, really? Yeah, see? Yeah, first update might be... Yeah, I know. Let's see. Let's go here. And let's do that. Start. And start goal. There we go. There we go. Oh, 90. Go on. Start clicking. Yeah. Give your mouse finger a bit of You reckon it will be spot on? I don't know, eh? I don't know. There's always going to be some people going, I don't like this, I don't like this. There'll be a bunch of gnashing teeth. Yeah, the PMDG 737 Nismo. For Microsoft Flight Sim. How many of you got the Twin Otter? Yeah. Yeah, I like the Twin Otter. I don't mind the Twin Otter. I've modified the sounds, so I don't mind the Twin Otter. But I do, my favourite's the Kodiak for now, followed by the Piper. But I have a feeling it could be the 737 at some point. I don't know about the Concorde. I don't know. Every time I see some of the previews of that, I don't know. Doesn't do it for me. Yeah, that's right. Yep. CCM's modifications for Twin Otter. If anyone's got that, man, share it on Discord, eh? Because I didn't download it in time. Or maybe CCM has it on his Discord. Okay, good. I will pull it from there. Yeah, Concorde looks cool, but it's gonna be a beast to get up, I think. You know, I bought the Aerosoft CRJ from day one, and I've flown it for about a week, and I find it so complicated. But I say that because I really haven't given it any love or any time to really learn it. I know there's a lot of videos out there about how to fly it. MSEP swears by it. I just need someone. I want to fly with someone on a group flight and go through the setup with me. That's what I want. So we do a group flight with a bunch of CRJs. It's easy. Sure it is. Mate, it's harder than what I do for a living, all right? And I write operating systems for chip. It's harder than that. Yep, okay. So I suggest we do a group flight at some point, or a bunch of CRJs on VATSIM. And fly to somewhere exotic. Bunch of CRJs into Bali. That's where we'll go, Bali. We'll leave Singapore and we'll go to Bali. Or actually, we'll leave Bangkok. Yeah, we'll leave Bangkok and go to Bali. I can teach you, it's easy. MSEP, I've been asking you for how long now? Exactly. So can we see the Japanese coast right now? That's a long flight. But doesn't the CRJ like do like 42,000 feet at Mach 1 or something? I don't know. Oh really? I thought it would. It looks like one of those G1000 you know, those Gulfstream aircraft, eh? Can hardly make it 35,000, really. At Mach 2. No. Ceiling is 41,000. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it does about 40. So yeah, MSEP, when you have, you know, I know your time is extremely valuable, but when you have like an hour for me, you know, you can ping me and say, right, CRJ time. Apparently the CRJ has no auto throttle, right? It does during climb via FLC. All right, okay. Flight level change. Flight sim day to day, is it? But after that, nothing. So basically, you've got to manually handle the throttle. Is that right? Okay. That'll be interesting. So MSEP, when are you flying? Are you flying right now? Hold on, let me check. Are you flying right now? No, you're not. Oh, yeah, I downloaded Traffic AIG, but I uninstalled it. I wonder if it's improved now. So when you install AIG traffic, it installs it to both MSFS and P3D, right? Yeah, I did. I installed it maybe 3 months ago. I'm sure it's improved since then, and yeah, I was thinking about putting it back again. And it's good with VATSIM, right? Because then you get all the model matching and everything for VATSIM. That's one of the reasons I don't use VATSIM on MSFS, because then you start getting all those red indications on the vPilot that your liveries don't match. Your livery doesn't match. Like, I do not have the Twin Otter, but the other day I could see some people in the Twin Otter. Right. Yeah. Maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll install it today after the stream. I've just got to put up a curtain rail first today. Once the curtain rail's up, then, yep, I will be back on the flight sim. Assuming the missus doesn't have any other chores for me. And who's downloaded the new Ambitious Pilot pushback toolbar with the pre-planned pushback? I have, and I use it on all my flights now. It's beautiful, mate. Beautiful. He's done a great job. The only thing is, I notice after that, you see this. Look at my mouse cursor. You see how that changes? That... When did they correct a little bug as well? So if you do that, that is actually the area where my my toolbar menu comes up, right? But if you look, see there, it's like it's still there. There, see, look, there, up and down, left and right. There, and there should be another one here somewhere. There it is. And another one down here somewhere. There it is. That is, hover over the top, click pushback. It should disappear. Yes? Okay. Pushback. Pushback. Nope, still there. Look at that. There. There, and there, and it's been mentioned on his comments in flightsim.to. I think he is correcting that in the next update. Really, yours doesn't do that? Try. I mean, when you're in this sort of view, just go around and have a look where your thing is. Yeah, that I know, that I have seen. Well, it does. When I click the toolbar up top, it goes away. Yeah, so I click the toolbar. Okay, let's do that then. When you say click the toolbar, you mean click the icon. So that icon there, click the pushback. Oh, like I did, yeah. No, it doesn't work. Very strange. Or maybe, let's see. I come out of this view and let's see, is it still here? Yep, it's still there. See that there? And sometimes it interferes. And let's do this. Let's try something else. So let's go back to the outside view. Open pushback. Let's move it to this side. Close the pushback. And let's see. So, do I have anything here? No, I don't. And let's go to this side. There it is. One there. One there. But oh, one there. There it is. Yeah, very strange. How did I find out? I don't know. I just played around with it, and then I realized my pushback was over there, and it must be the same thing. You know? I don't know. I always tend to find crap. I don't know. But yeah. So, boom. So I already reported it to, or someone has reported it to FlightSim.to, but I will also report it as well in my findings. I mean, I do chat to Ambitious Pilot a bit. I think he's actually been on some of the streams, Arctic Turn stream, Fabian stream, I think he's been there as well. So yeah. But other than that, it's a great bloody tool. It's really, really good. But yeah, so you've learned something today. If you see that, that is because of your pushback tool. Yep. So we got an island coming up here somewhere. Where is that? Let's have a look. Can we see it? There's an island. That is the island of... Oh no, that is Japan. We are coming to the coastline of Japan. Unfortunately, little nav map has everything in Japanese, so I can't tell you what we're flying over. So our next goal, my next goal is 90 at the moment. And then after this, it'll be 100, I guess. So clickety click, lads, clickety click. Here we go with our nice drone view. There we are. Look at that. Gorgeous. No, I don't. I have the Thrustmaster flight pack, which my kids bought me. So yeah. The Thrustmaster 16, yeah, my kids bought me for my birthday last year. So very nice of them. They got fed up of me ripping my old joystick apart and replacing all the switches with high-end micro switches and momentary switches and potentiometers. But to be fair, that Logistic Extreme 3D Pro is much better than the if you buy it off the shelf now. I still got it, but I don't use it. I have 2 Logitech joysticks, Extreme 3D Pro, and then one with force feedback, and then I've got the old Microsoft Sidewinder force feedback 2 as well, the classic. But unfortunately we don't have force feedback in Microsoft Flight Sim anymore. We used to have in the old one, but not anymore, which is a shame, because with that you could feel every single bump on the runway, you know, when you went over taxi lights or something like that, you felt every bump in that joystick with FSX. But yeah, not anymore. So let's have a look here. What does our route look like? So there we are. So it's not so bad. GTC, we're 130 nautical miles away. So we've picked up the VOR. There we go. So that is from the, that's on the mainland, the actual coastline of Japan. That's where we're going to cross. Yeah, Shoney Gaming, man, well, he's a complete nutter. Hey, such high energy, hey, Shoney. Yeah, he's he definitely has a lot of energy. Exactly, man. I mean, you know, you need that. You know, to be fair, I mean, I fly because I enjoy flying, you know, and I stream that because I like to share my experiences, you know, of little things that I do and I found wrong, you know, wrong with the sim or really nice with the sim. And hopefully I pick up some nice routes with some incredible scenery. I do like a lot of general aviation. I must admit, I do like flying, you know, between the 2,500 to the 6,000 flight level realm. I do enjoy that because, you know, half of the pleasure of this sim is the general aviation, the scenery on the ground. It's incredible. And like I say, we paid for it. Why not use it, right? It's like Fabian does a you know, a long landing sometimes, and we all say to him, you know, hey dude, you paid for the runway, use as much of it as you can. Yeah, VOR to VOR as well. Yeah, I mean, I do have the DC-6 as well, but I haven't flown it for a while, but that's a great plane to fly. I also enjoy the DC-6. So we're about 20 minutes from the top of drop. And let's just have a look at what our constraints look like. Do we have any? So our first constraint is at 11,000 feet. So we will do that. So we want to be at 11,000 feet, and then we have a second constraint at 9,000 down to 6,000, and then our approach fix is at 4,000 feet into Narita International. So yeah, top of drop in 160 nautical miles. Yeah, I can fly the DC-6, but then that has an automated flight engineer that does a lot of the stuff for you. So there we have the coastline of Japan there. We are going to be crossing it at GTC, the VOR, which is 98 nautical miles away. No, not at all. The DC-6 is quite interesting to find. Maybe I'll do that on a stream tomorrow or something. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. The DC-6. There we are. All that looks good. Look at the sun shining off the side of that livery. Sorry there. Coffee went down the wrong way. No, that was coffee, mate. Nearly came up through my nose. Yeah, shouldn't drink and fly, eh? You'll only spill it. Yeah, exactly. You know what? My wife says the same thing. Drink, don't inhale. You think after decades on this planet, I'd know how to drink a cup of coffee, eh? I do like this camera work where you can blur the background and everything. Here we are. So 16 minutes till topper drop. Let's see what sort of weather we're going to encounter. It should be quite clear apparently. While we're at it, let's get our meta, because we will have to enter the destination data as well. I think so. Probably around 5 in the evening I will do that. So let's send. Well, when are you gonna fly? If you're gonna fly, then we can maybe fly together. Okay, company message coming in. Okay, company message is in. Let's go back, receive messages, pull up our meta. 1016, okay, let's print that. And there we go. Yeah, the US, who was telling me? You were telling me that the mesh is broken. And you know what? Every time I'm in the US, I get a lot of stutter. Don't know why that is. But I have found another fix. If you are in the US and you're getting stutter, switch on dev mode for about 2 minutes and then switch off the dev mode and the stutter's gone apparently. I tried it and it did work for me. Or just fly with dev mode on. This is another glitch, I'm afraid, that I've sort of come across, that I've heard of, and I tried and it worked for me. You can fly over the US with dev mode on and it will start to eliminate some of the stutter. That's a new one there, look at that. What's that? Haven't seen that before. Go there, let's have a look, zoom in. Is it still there? No. Go back down, it's still there. Oh, another glitch, there you go. 1 pixel is flashing. And does it flash even here? It's still there. Interesting. I don't have the 787. I didn't get the premium deluxe or whatever it was, because yeah, mate, once you have the quality wing 787, the Asobo 787, wow, the extra money that you paid for that just is not worth it. Are you using the heavy division mod for the 787? Okay, yeah. Apparently that's the only way it really, you know, is enjoyable. Otherwise, yeah. I don't know what's happened to quality wings. I mean, they haven't even said anything. They haven't even commented on Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't even know if they're still a company. I have no idea. I would have thought they would have jumped at the chance to develop a 787 for Microsoft Flight Sim, or maybe they're doing it and they're just keeping it real quiet. They haven't done anything for P3D since the last update, which was over a year ago. So there we go. We are coming over top of Japan now. There's the actual mainland. This is an island called something in Japanese. I don't know. It's in Japanese. Hold on. No. I will let you know which island that is. That is... there we go. Let's go to Japan. There we are. And that island is called Sardo Island. Sardo. Sierra Alpha Delta Oscar. Sardo Island. So I'm flying over the town of Sardo. Somewhere over here. Down there is Sardo. Sorry, no. Down here is Sardo. That's Sardo. There you go. You learned something today. There is an island called Sardo. I'm flying IRL in May to LA with the A350. Awesome. Awesome. Which airline is that? Which airline is that? Aeroflot? Oh, French B. Okay. French B. Is that a new flight? New airline? French B. French B. Oh, it's owned by SAS. Ah. It has 5 destinations. Let's see, where are the destinations? The destinations: Dominican Republic, France, French Polynesia, Reunion, and the US. So LA, Newark, and San Francisco. Okay, time to download that livery, or if it's not there, maybe I'll make it. Yeah, I remember when I flew the A380 when it was first out with Emirates. Yeah, so A350-900, they French B have 4 of them, and then they have one A350-1000 which is going to be delivered this year. Yeah. And it will have Wi-Fi. Okay, I didn't know that was a new thing. Emirates has had Wi-Fi for many years, I think. Okay, so we're passing GTC. There we are. And there we are. Oh, it's snow covered. There we go. Top of descent, 8 minutes. There we go, wing dip. Bank to the right. I wonder if we all see Mount Fuji's peak. I don't know if that's Mount Fuji in the background there. Just peeking up above the hills. Look at that coastline. See, it's this kind of thing. It's so hard to achieve in P3D without spending copious amounts of money. Okay, let's see. Is that Mount Fuji in the distance? Oh, it's now covered with the sharklet there. Let's see. Mount Fuji. Can we see Mount Fuji? Is that Mount Fuji over there? I don't know. Could be Mount Fuji over there. .51 nautical to top of drop. And see, there we go. Look at that. I've got that horizontal cursor there. There we are. Very nice. Return. Flight plan. We will enter the destination data very shortly. Did you see that your co-pilot has an EFB as well? Yes, I did. There it is. That's a new update, new addition there. But he's AWOL at the moment. He's gone to the loo. He's relieving himself. He'll be back shortly. Okay, let's check. We should have the ILS frequency all set up. Yep. Where are we? IYQ 11190. Yep, that's good. Yes, I did. What about the BAE 146 from Just Flight? I mean, that's also a complex plane to fly, but it does look nice. Yeah, I think this year is going to be a good year for aircraft, eh? And I think everyone is focusing on study level. Which, you know, I think a lot of people are basically, they've stopped spending money on P3D. I think a lot of people have stopped spending money on P3D. I don't think it makes sense. But yeah. It definitely is pointless to spend money on anything for P3D right now. I mean, no matter how many hardcore P3D flyers there are, you know, the development companies are not seeing any sort of revenue right now. The revenue is coming from Microsoft Flight Sim, you know, and whether it's for PC or for the Xbox or Marketplace, you know, and that's the way forward, and they know that. So our first constraint, if we look over here, our first constraint is 11,000 at Vixen. So we are going to meet 11,000 at Vixen. And then when we cross Vixen, we're going to drop down to 9,000 here. And then crossing Miffy, we will then drop to 6,000 or above 6,000. So, and then we have nothing until we get to Gina at 4,000 feet. That's the discipline we're going to follow for our approach. There we are. Should be passing over another town below us. Let's have a look. There's a town completely covered in snow. So 11,000. Destination. Yep. So destination data is being asked for. We will sort that out once we start our descent, which we are doing now. 11,000. There we go. Okay. There we go. And passenger announcement will happen. Throttle has gone to idle. We can hear that in there. And dropping to 11,000 feet. So let's pop in our destination data. So RJAA is 1016. 1016. See there, look at that. 16.
If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till your aircraft.
Temperature is 11 degrees. 11 degrees. And 160 at 4 knots. 160 at 4 knots. Our transition at Narita is also 14,000 feet, so we're good, and we can enter no decision height on the radio, and we are done. All right, that is taken care of. We're at 35,000 feet. So you can get your predictions in, and I'll try to obliterate them. Or match them. Not beat them, match them. $178, eh? 178. I did 111 yesterday, as well. What do we have in terms of wind? What is our wind right now? 75. We have a tailwind of 75 knots, which is okay. Let's be the jet stream. $30,000 feet. We should have quite a few ships in Narita's harbor, I think. On the approach, should be quite a few ships there. Oh, is that Mount Fuji there? Yep, I have live ships from flightsim.to. What's his name? Nielsen? This one here. Let's say global ships. Copy. Yep, everywhere, everywhere. Here we go. Look at that beautiful scenery there. That is gorgeous. There we are, just hitting 24,000 feet. And we should see a ship down in the ocean down here. There is a ship down there, I think. No. Oh, there's a ship down there. See that? There's a ship down there. And that comes up on my... So we should get a few ships now because it actually comes up on my little nav map. If you look here. So there's all the ships that are AI ships. So that comes up on the nav map. But look at that. I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at that. There's another ship there. But look at that. That looks spectacular. 21,000 feet we are heading to for 11,000 feet. So there are no speed restrictions. So we're okay. Yeah, download the global AI ship traffic, and yeah, you'll have ships. There you go. You learned something else today. Yeah, I'm a wealth of knowledge, I am. It will happen. It will happen. Yeah. I was thinking of doing a stream on how to set up Fly Live, actually. Because there isn't so much resource out there on how to set up Fly Live, you know. That's a question I've been asked a lot. I was thinking about doing that. So where are we at? We're at 17,000 feet. So we should make the 11,000, no problem. There we go. There's a ship just under my engine there. Look at that. So they come into view when you start to descend and get lower. Very hard to see them at 39,000 feet. But when you fly into a place like Singapore or something like that, or Hong Kong, oh, so many ships. So we're about to approach our star and our approach route into Narita. And we can now go to QNH 10, what was it? 1016, wasn't it? Yep, 1016. There we are. And over here as well, 1016 on the backup barrow. There we go. And we should be seeing tons of ships now. No, not yet. They'll all start appearing here. But look at that view. I mean, that scenery is spectacular. The sun shining off the ocean. There's a ship in there that you can see right there. So approaching 11,000 and we are perfect. There we go, national pastime of Japan, golf. I do like a game of golf. I like the game, I like playing it. I played for many years. Okay, we can now start, or we can set up for our descent to 9,000. We have that on the constraint down there. So that's the 11,000 there, and there's the 9,000 constraint there. Okay, 9,000. There we go. There you can hear the engine going back to idle. The engine's going back to idle. There we go. As we approach 10,000 feet, so we better get all that stuff done. 10,000 feet. Seatbelts can come on. No electronics. Landing lights are on. There we go. There we are, perfectly. We are at 9,000 feet as planned. Captain Khan, Salam Alaikum. Kif Halik? How are you? You okay? All good here. You're just in time for our landing into Narita Airport in Japan. There we go. We're flying the Korean Air. I do like this view, you know, where you got the clouds blurred in the background and focuses on the plane, and as it banks to the right, it looks gorgeous. So our next constraint is 6,000 feet. About 6 minutes. About 6 minutes. Okay, so let's drop to 6,000. There we go. Okay, our performance, where does that come in? Let's have a look where our approach mode comes in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ah, everything's good. Everything's good. You know, all, you know, work, play. Yeah, what else is there, man? Yep, don't watch the news anymore because it's the same old rubbish on the news all the time now. So what was I going to do? I was going to look for my approach mode. So approach mode kicks in right there, just after Gina at 4,000 feet. And there we go, 6,000 Karma, and then we'll take this right turn, and we'll start our descent to 4,000 feet along this leg here. Yeah, but the news is like a rerun today, you know? It's the same news all the time. If it ain't COVID, it's something else. I'm bored with the news. Tell us something bloody happy, you know? It's always depressing. Nothing happy on the news. Here we are. We're going to hit 6,000 just as planned. Perfect. So we're following this approach to the letter. We can arm the speed brake, the spoilers, the speed brake, and set the auto brakes to medium. And here we go. We're going to take our right turn back towards the mainland and then into Narita. All right, right turn coming up. Oh dear, sorry. Forgot the mic was off. Okay, so recap. Yes, I don't watch any of the Geo. My mother watches all of that Geo stuff. Yes, that was a beautiful view. And am I speaking? I am now. I forgot to. I had my mic on mute. So we're going to start our descent down to 4,000 feet right now. Thank you for letting me know. I was so focused on the descent procedure. Okay, let's drop 4,000 feet. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Perfect, perfect approach. Following all the rules. And then once we get to that point there, our screen will change to the approach mode screen. And then we'll start dropping flaps and the undercarriage. Or the landing gear. Depending on what you want to call it. There we go. That's right, I was. So are you still flying, Microsoft? You haven't started streaming yet, have you? Here we are. We've hit, we're hitting 4,000. How's uni going? Here we go. Starting our right turn into our approach to Narita. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Come on. You know it's gorgeous. This is aviation art, my friend. Aviation art. Okay. Let's wait for that approach mode to kick in. There we go. Approach mode screen is going to come in right there. And then we're all set up. Let's put on the landing system. There we are. Oh wow, yep. So many. Yeah, why not? Yes, hopefully everything will pan out for you and you'll be successful. Okay, we can bring in the localizer. There it goes, the localizer's moving across. There we go. 15 nautical miles out. And the localizer is captured. And we can also invoke our glide slope approach as well. Ah, yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah. Dubai also has a good one, the Emirates Flight Training Academy. They have a good one as well. Hard to get into, but once you're in, I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Oh, really? I don't know. I've heard good things about it. Okay, approach mode has kicked in. There we are. There's approach mode. So let's start to slow down. Let's see if we can drop our first flap. No. Okay, let's slow the plane down anyway. Come on, slow down. And we have captured the glide slope and everything is done. Localizer and glide slope captured. We are 8 miles out. Here we go. Let's drop the undercarriage and slow this baby down. Here we go. Start slowing down. Flaps 2. Here we go. Wow, it's taking some time to slow down, eh? Oh, really? I did not know that. Okay, cabin crew, get ready. We're gonna hit the deck. Flaps 3. Runways in sight. Flaps full. There we go. Here we go. Terminals off to the right.
$500. 400. 400. 300. 300. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard.
Here we go. Reversers on.
100 above.
Here we go. Welcome to Narita. So let's no, take the next one. Yes, MSFS, you won. Although I think you were the only one. But hey, it's not bad. 10 off. I mean, that's not bad. 168. Okay, let's go off here. Flaps up. Spoilers up. Or down. And welcome to Narita Airport. There we go. So let's just slow it down here. And landing lights can go off. Taxi on, runway lights on. There we go. And let's follow this round here. And where's my parking spot? Let's have a look. Alright, MSFS, take care, my friend. And let's park right ahead at runway at gate 26. Here we are at Narita Airport. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. We are there. Okay, parking brake on. There we go. Power, external power. Okay, okay. And let's switch off. Taxi lights, runway lights. And switch off the engines. Engine 2, engine 1. There we go. Oh, there's a bit of a storm coming in as well, eh? Here we have all our stuff. Let's get some power truck. Let's get the power going. Do we have power here? Yes. Okay. Catering. Catering. And baggage. There we go. And pulling the jetway. And the jetway's coming in. There we are. Good. Okay, we can shut down our fuel pumps. Fuel pumps off. And 1, 2, and 3 off. Probe window off. Nav is on. Okay, beacon off. Okay, good. And we are good. There we are. Thank you so much for the motivation to keep landing correctly. All right, here we are. Welcome to Narita. Thank you everyone who jumped in. So many of you jumped in. Thank you all for the follows, and I will see you on the next stream, which probably is this evening, if I can manage to get MSEP to fly with me. Yeah, otherwise I will fly, maybe I'll fly the DC-6 in the evening. We'll see. All right, thank you and take care. Bye bye.